Okay, so we've just arrived at the hotel, but of course we're a little bit early in the morning because it's only about 10:30, I think it is. So we're going to have a walk around. We can't really check in yet. We've met the owner, the lady owner, who seems really nice, and I'll show you the hotel a little bit later on. But we're going to go and have some breakfast because we didn't have anything to eat this morning because we just wanted to get ready and get across the bridge because of the problems we had yesterday. It was only a minor issue, and fortunately it hasn't cost us anything as regards today, because I had heard online that the embassy is very busy at the moment, and if you don't get actually beyond the embassy gates by 11 o'clock in the morning, they close the gates and then you have to make your visa the next day. So I was a bit worried about arriving this morning and finding a really long queue, because I have seen online that they can be very busy, especially on Mondays. I'd heard it was Mondays and Wednesdays. Those are the days that the visa people go, the visa companies, and it's best to avoid those days if you can. But today we was talking to a Thai gentleman this morning on the Thai border, and he was saying that it's Mondays and Thursdays. So I'm not quite sure, but I'm glad we've come today, Tuesday, because it wasn't too busy. In fact, when I came out at 10 o'clock there was nobody outside the embassy waiting. I used an e-visa, which was quicker for me to enter, but I had to also pay 100 baht, which I don't know what that was for.
The lady pay also 100.
Yeah, I know, you had to pay as well, did you?
Yeah, I pay, and then
So Nat had to pay to go as well. Now, you want your nails doing, do you? Just seen a little nail place over the road there, so she might go there. We're just looking for somewhere to have breakfast. Good morning. Good morning. Motorbike repair shop. I might come on the motorbike next time, because I've got the green book to it. I can bring it into the country. So these are the documents that you need. You need a photocopy of your main passport page. You need a photocopy of your entry stamp into LAO. What else do we need, Nat? Because Nat does the paperwork. She's golden there. She's got a
for you or
for me. So I've done the passport page, the LAO entry stamp. What else did I need? I think that was it, wasn't it, for me? And then all you need then is a copy of your marriage certificate. You need a copy of the blue book.
and
Yeah.
then
Your
copy.
ID, both sides of the ID, and this has to be signed by the person. Obviously you have to sign the relevant copies. If they're yours, you sign them. If they're your wife's, she signs them, and you both sign the marriage certificate. But you also have to bring the original marriage certificate as well as a copy, because they want to check that it's genuine. So they want to look at the original, they give it you back, and then they take a photocopy as well of that. You need obviously the application form filled out. You will need 2 passport size photographs, and I think that's everything, isn't it? That's it. It's pretty straightforward here for the marriage visa, and that's why a lot of people come here, because there's not too much hassle to make it. I mean, once I'd got to the actual desk, the actual time for him to just flick through the papers and then give me the ticket to come back tomorrow to pick up the actual passport with the visa in is only a few minutes. It's actually the time to get to the desk, because unfortunately in Savannakhet they only have one person on the desk, and it can be quite a wait. We waited an hour. As I say, we got there just before 9 o'clock. I think it was 8:30 when we arrived, and then we had to wait till 9 o'clock for it to open, and we were outside at 10 o'clock. So there you go. Right, we're going to go across the road here because there's a place here. We're going to have a spot of breakfast. Okay, so we're just ordering breakfast. I thought I'd just quickly show you the prices so you can budget a little bit if you're coming over here. The prices are not too bad. I've just ordered an American breakfast, which is 50,000 kip, and then I've also ordered a latte, which is 19,000 kip, and they've got fruit juices. Huh? Yeah, in a minute. That wants me to try the water. Why? Is it not water? It's something else. Ah, it's tea. It's Buddha tea. It tastes like. Yeah, very similar. It's quite nice though. Refreshing. Got flyers everywhere. Only a couple of minutes from the hotel where we're staying at, and it's quite nice. It's a coffee shop and small restaurant. I think it's a hotel above as well. So let me just back up a little bit so you can see we've grabbed a table there. and this is just literally around the corner from where we're staying. It's been a while since I've been to Savannakhet. There's a hotel above, so I forgot now, but we're going to have a wander down into the main town in a little while. We'll have some breakfast, just chill out a little bit. So we've just been sitting here working out some of the prices and getting used to the kip money as it is over here to the bar. Yeah, so Nat's ordered an iced cappuccino, which is 37 baht. My hot latte was 29 baht, and my breakfast is 98 baht. So we'll take a look at that when it comes out. Food's just arrived, and actually I'm quite surprised for the price, how big this food is. So that is my breakfast, American breakfast. Got some bacon, ham, hot dogs, a small side salad, 2 eggs and some bread. Nat has got, I think they're pork meatballs, aren't they? Yeah, so that's what Nat has ordered. And we're just waiting on my coffee, which is coming now. Cup and cap, thank you. Excellent value. Right. You're gonna have to excuse me because I'm starving, so I'm gonna tuck into this and I'll come back to you in a little while when we make our way down into the town and we'll take a look around there. Okay, so we've just finished breakfast and paid the bill, and it came to 140,000 kip, which works out at about 329 baht for everything. That was for my breakfast, Nat's breakfast, the 2 coffees, the bread rolls, and I've got to say my breakfast was superb and the crispy bread really delicious. So we're now going to have a little wander around and explore Savannakhet. Nat wants to get her hair done, her nails done, because she's on holiday really, and we're going to do a little bit of exploring, try to find a bakery because Nat wants some nice cakes. That is the same style tuk-tuk that we got this morning from the bridge and then from the embassy, the old type tuk-tuks. I'm not sure whether they do nails there. Oh, there's the nail shop there, Nat. You want to go in his salon and ask? Okay, she wants to go later. To be honest with you, the dearest thing that we are finding is the taxis here. So today we've spent 500 baht to get from the bridge down to the embassy, and then from the embassy to our hotel. Tomorrow the same guy is going to come and pick us up and take us to the embassy first and then up to the bridge, and he's going to charge us 400 baht tomorrow. So in total we will have spent almost 1,000 baht on taxis. If you think about that, that's quite a lot of money when you think we've just had a breakfast and that was really cheap. But this is something, if you're planning on coming here, then taxis are going to work out expensive, because I know a lot of people moan about taxi prices in Thailand, but Thailand is not the only country where taxis can work out expensive. LAO is the same price, so they charge per person here in LAO, so whatever they quote you, it's per person, so that's worth bearing in mind. The hotel that we're staying at is 3 minutes round the corner, so that's a great little place to come and have breakfast and maybe have some lunch or something. I don't think they do food in the evening time, but our hotel is just down this small side. The normal check-in time at the hotel is around 2 o'clock, but the lady said we can check in at 12, so that's not too bad. And we've paid $11.82 for the hotel. As I say, I haven't seen the room yet, but on Agoda the reviews are very good, 8.6. And the lady, the owner, she's lovely, really nice. For 400 baht, again, hotel room is cheaper than the taxis. Food here in Laos is as cheap as Thailand, if not cheaper. I'm actually going to say it's cheaper than Thailand at the minute, because that's our initial impression. That breakfast cost me 98 baht for an American breakfast, and you saw it yourself. That was quite good value. So we've just arrived outside Lin's Cafe. Now this is the place I dined the last time I came to Savannakhet and the first time I came to Savannakhet. It makes a great place for lunch and maybe evening meal because they do burgers, they do pizzas, of course they do Lao food as well. You can get beer Lao here as well, and the prices are really, really good, not very expensive. So this is the cafe on the outside. Nice little place. Some seating just on the edge here. Prices are very good. I've just been inside and had a quick look at the coffee menu, and it's sort of around the 28 1,000 kip mark, which is the same as what we've just paid. They've got some cake, not a big choice of cake, and I think later on we're going to be coming down here for lunch. I'm going to have a burger, or maybe I'll try one of the pizzas, but it's a great little place to come and check out in the afternoon and chill out and make a nice little spot for a lunch or evening meal, unless you want to go down to the river, of course, and have an evening meal there. On our way down to the river now, Nat's also looking for, oops, got my bag on my back, forgetting that. We're also looking for a bakery because Nat wants some nice cake, and she's just asked at the one of the salons, because she wants her hair washing, because of course Nat's on her holiday at the moment. It's a holiday for Nat. As I mentioned, it's a working holiday for me. It's a nice Catholic church. This area here is where the night market is. Obviously it's not night time at the moment, so that should be setting up later on, I think, unless of course they don't have it now here. I'm not sure. As far as we know, they still have the night market, so that's right outside Lynn's Cafe, just across the road. But well worth checking out. Nice food, and I'll let you know my opinion a little bit later. But for now, we're going to go and try find a little cake shop and have some cake after our breakfast, and then we'll have a bit more of a look around and see what has changed here since the last time we came to Savannakhet. So I'll catch you shortly. Nat's just asked the lady behind us there that's working one of the stalls in this area about the market, and it has now actually moved, so the market's no longer here. So that's moved over the last few years, and it has moved down this road and then turn left, as you say, Nat, by the river. They've got the market. Okay, so that's probably better. It might be nice down by the river, so we're going to have a wander down there in a minute and see. Obviously it won't be on yet because it's still morning time here. There's a few bars. I remember there was a few bars here. I don't think that one's looks like it's currently open. That's been refurbished, but there's a bar next door in this area that might be open later, because I've got to find somewhere to have a beer LAO, because I do like the beer LAO actually. Well, yeah, it's nice, the beer LAO.
Yeah, you want to beer LAO from the
Yeah, yesterday at the restaurant that we went to on the river last night, they'd got beer LAO on the menu, so I thought, oh, I'll have a beer LAO because I do like the beer LAO. Careful. And it was on the menu, but they hadn't got any, so I didn't manage to get one. I had to have a singer instead, a large singer instead. But yeah, there's a few places along here that open up at night. This is food and music at night time. I remember this now, it's starting to come back. It's been interesting to see what's changed, because like I say, I haven't visited it for quite some time. Obviously we had COVID, so we couldn't come out. Coming out of Thailand this morning, quite straightforward. Going into LAO, quite straightforward, no real issues. But as I said, I did make my visa online. A little bit more expensive to do it online, but it is a little bit of a quicker process when you're actually coming into the country. So you have to decide yourselves whether you want to make it beforehand or actually make it there. I didn't want to make it actually here because I knew we'd be pushed for time and I wanted to get to the embassy. So that's why I did it online. Online it works out as just over $15 more. There's a nice little place there. So that looks quite nice. So there's plenty of cafes here and restaurants, no problem. Obviously the nightlife here isn't banging, it's a quiet town. You know, there are some places where you can go and have a drink, have some food. Yeah, I can see now, market stall. So they've moved the market, not far, it's only a few minutes from where it used to be, along the river. So that's quite nice. So we'll come down here later and have a look around the market. So this is the river here, and we were just across the other side yesterday. We're going to carry on exploring, and I shall keep coming back to you as we find new stuff. So I'll catch you shortly.